Good morning, gardening friends. I'm Lark, and I'm in Wisconsin, Zone 5. Welcome to my Tea Time Tuesday. The monarchs are loving that Joe pie. So pretty. Okay. Let's walk. You know what this means? You see the top of the lobelia is almost all flowering. That means I gotta be quick to get some of this out. Little zebra. Oh, I don't see it making its fluffy heads yet. Little early. Oh, I see, the hibiscus might be blooming. It's a little hard for me to get motivated to show you the garden because there isn't too much that's new. Common hibiscus, and then a common Japanese beetle. Turtle head. Bees are active. They do like the lobelia. I think bees know what native plants are, and they prefer those. Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at the screen here. Shall we? Let's walk this way. It's overcast, very cloudy. It says no rain. But there are all our clouds. What's new that's going on? I cooked down some tomatoes this morning for sauce. I don't have that many, and I only got like a quart of sauce. But it's something. You know, it'll make me a little spaghetti sauce or chili. I didn't plant that many tomatoes this year. Oh, and I oven dried some tomatoes too. I guess the monarchs prefer the Joe pie weed. Oh, 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 oh. So if my hands were bigger, it probably wouldn't be so choppy. Could just maneuver the zoom with your fingers, but my whole hand has to move. So pretty. The goldenrod is pretty. Okay, I wasn't going to come down there. Oh, I know. We have hot lips turtle head. Now this has a little bigger flower and a smaller plant. I like this one. So if you're going to buy turtle head, check out hot lips first. Garlic chives. I think the plant would be bigger flower if it had better soil. This is on the edge of the garden. Soil isn't as good, and it doesn't get full sun. Oh, I see a few little asters starting too. Just a wild aster, lavender. Did I walk right by the sweet autumn clematis? How could I do that? She's so pretty. Sweet autumn. That's a good one if you want to fill an arbor for late bloom. Just a matter of weeks. Do you believe this will be? Probably a matter of weeks, maybe a month. It'll be chopped down. And I think we might use a brush cutter this year. We watched a film, The Biggest Little Farm. I think it's a documentary. Oh, was that good? It's really good. Just fascinating. Mother Earth, fascinating. This young couple was so focused. Biggest Little Farm. More turtlehead. Phlox still doing its thing in the beautiful Summon Substance. That's a good one to have in your hosta garden. Even if you don't have a big area, just get one. And then maybe surround it with gold standard or I say gold standard because the blue edge and the gold look pretty with it. This one here, that would look pretty, and they're smaller. Or you could go for Summon Substance, one big one, and then put around a blue leaf tassel with a gold edge, which I don't know the name of it. But this one looks good in front of Summon Substance. Probably more so than the other. I like the blue with it. And the gold edge. Okay, that one right there. I love hostas because you can play with the foliage. Okay, Persicaria, you're doing your thing. And we see a little caterpillar on you too. One of those fuzzy ones getting ready for winter ones. I think we usually see those in the autumn. Okay, let's take a walk back here. Oh no, one more. Let's back up, because I will forget. Simasifuga Hillside Black Beauty. One of my favorite late season perennials. Pretty spiky flower. I'm smelling it for you. Beautiful foliage and spiky flower. That's it. I've been showing you the foliage all seasons. And now it's blooming. Oh, ferns are starting to look yucky. Should I show you yucky ferns? But this can happen in August, in the first part of August. So ferns declining right now. That's not bad. It's probably a little drier there. Or maybe not. They're just declining because it's wetter down here. And they're yucky. Look at the jewelweed. Isn't that pretty? That's the orange. The pink is phlox. Jewelweed. Remember the ligularia was back there? There's a little bit of it peeking through here. That's what happens. It's nice when you plant close, because when that's done flowering, then another plant will take over, another perennial, and say, okay, it's my turn, look at me. Ain't I pretty? Okay. Our path is probably about, I'd say 7 foot wide, maybe 8 in places. Elderberry, I didn't get any of the berries. They got them all. The birds. That's okay. Making syrup would have been one more thing for me to do, and that I don't want to do. My beautiful tamarack. Very, very, very tall. And old. Little bits of color here and there, back in the woods. Look how big this is. It's hard to give you the right perspective, but it's huge. That tree could tell us some stories, huh? This is I don't know grass. And I haven't taken time to Google it. Looks like bamboo. I didn't plant bamboo. So it must be like a wetland plant. Very thick stalked. Oh, I pray for everyone that's in the range of the hurricane. I have family down in Okeechobee. And they're hunkering down. They didn't want to come back up here. Our little beach. A black duck. Didn't know what that one is. They usually squawk when I come down here. That one didn't. Oh, it smells so good down here. You might be able to hear the roar of the Harleys. We have a Harley dealer a couple miles away, and on this highway outside our subdivision, they travel it. And they're probably heading home today after a long weekend. They had some kind of festivals at Harley. Boy, that black duck went in there. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was hoping to capture it and see what it was, but I can't see in my screen good. Loose strife. Purple loose strife. Cottonwood. Critters like this, and the birds, so we leave it. Wetland plant, tree, cottonwood. So that piece of land there, we call it the finger. That's the end of our property. And there's no path back there. Finger comes up this way and then over to where we were at the beach. Oh, it smells like a summer day. Really, even fall. It smells like fall, except it's so warm out today. Now, if we didn't, or if Dave didn't keep this path up through the last 24 years, oh, something's coming in and out right there. Probably the muskrat. That was some beaver that moved through the other month, a couple months ago. Took down the one tree Dave did not have chicken wired. There's some more of it. So I was saying, if he didn't, in the last 25 years, since we bought the land and started to do paths back here, it would be like this. It would be thick. This way we get to enjoy it. Get to walk around, or kids like to drive the tractor through. I had some red lobelia back here. Wild red lobelia. I want to see if I can find it. Oh yeah, I see it. Red lobelia. Aren't you pretty? That's native to our wetland. And a thistle. I painted this the other day. And the goldfinch I painted. Maybe in the winter I can have like monthly Tea Time Tuesday. And maybe I'll get enough nerve up to show you my progress in watercolor painting. But the point is that I enjoy it. And I don't get upset with myself. I try to correct either in the next painting or the painting I have done. And I find it soothing. I didn't think I'd find watercolor painting soothing, but I do. And right now, I have my table set up for painting, but I thought, nope, I need to do Tea Time Tuesday. Ooh, that was a toad that made noise. I must have scared it. I will be selling my rotating sculptures when we move. I did sell a couple already, but I didn't want to sell them all because I like looking at them in the winter. Let's see, that's this side here. I don't know what the found pieces are. A glass for sure, the green part, but I don't know this metal part here. Another fan guard and a spring off of a old mattress. Okay, you can see the house up there. So we made one big loop. I didn't go on the side paths because it's time to start winding down, Lark. This here is an oak that is more of a swamp oak. Yeah, a swamp oak. It's doing good. If it doesn't get too wet, it'll take some wet, but not too wet. That's for the deer. I planted that one. This is my no more gardening area where my pumpkins were last year. But I do keep picking my comfrey, of course. And it needs picking again. I need to dry some, and then I'll make some into a poultice right away too and freeze it. I do have some green beans planted in there. In a pot that is sunk into the bog. Just because I wanted to see if that would prolong the season of harvesting some beans. The ones up on top started first, and these are just starting to bloom. Pretty fall aster. And then the big, big, big aspen. Isn't their bark pretty? I've sketched those a couple times. Ooh, stormy sky. Okay. A few black-eyed Susans. My lovely lobelia. Whoops, there's some turtle head down here too. And then the jewelweed. So all those colors blend. The gold, the orange, complementary colors of pink and blue. Different heights, some round, some waterfallish. All blend nicely. I'm still getting a few more blueberries in here. I don't know, I'm picking up chicken wire maybe, but there are a few blueberries on there yet. That one bush is later. That's a pretty phlox. And tansy makes a really nice cut flower. Whoops, why is it out of focus? Too fast? Okay. Well, my friends, thank you for coming with me on another Tea Time Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the walk. So bye-bye, and have a really great week.